Hello everyone, we are here with another session, another lecture of the integration series, right? So I hope you all would have understood the first basic concept lecture, right? And all of you are clear with the basic formulae. Now here we are here with another concept of integration and we are here with R.D Sharma solutions. So now we will be moving on step by step to the next level of integration, right? So let's start with it. So here in between the question, I'll tell you the basic concepts only, right? So let's start with the first question here. So here we have to integrate 2x minus 3 upon 5 plus root 3x plus 2. Now let's do the integration, right? So now I have told you one property in the last lecture also. Integral of af of ax plus b dx is 1 upon a integral of the function, right? So this also we can use, or we can use the concept of substitution also. ओके, सो सब्स्टिट्यूशन भी हम यूज करेंगे कहीं पे जहाँ पे हमें बहुत ज़्यादा ज़रूरत है, नहीं तो वी विल ट्राई टू यूज दिस प्रॉपर्टी बिकॉज दिस विल हेल्प यू इन सॉल्विंग द क्वेश्चंस वेरी इजीली, राइट? So let's move on with this. So if I use this property, what will I get? First integral, I can write it like this: 2x minus 3 raised to 5 dx, and the other one I can write it like this: root 3x plus 2 dx, or root ko if I remove and make it power, okay, that will be more feasible and understandable. Now let's make it. So if I use this law, what is your a is 2, right? So if I use this, I will get 1 upon 2 and the integral of the function given to you. So according to the power rule, the power will increase by 1, and in the denominator also we get the increased power. Same thing is here. What is a? 3. So 3 will come out. So 3x plus 2 raised to half plus 1 upon half plus 1. So plus c. So that's the final answer. Let's simplify a little bit. So 1 upon 12, 2x minus 3 raised to 6. And here we get 1 upon 3, and then here we get 2 upon 3 also. So 3 3s are 9. So here we get 3x plus 2 raised to 3 by 2. So this is how do we solve this question using the basic property of integration. So this is the first property. So we'll be doing a lot of questions in this lecture based on this property, right? So this should be very well clear to everyone. Clear? Okay, great. Now, so in this question also we are going to use the same property along with the power rule. So if I write the property again, you should be clear with this property, students, because this is something which is going to be used a lot. In 90% questions, definitely this will be used. So be clear with the use. Okay. So now here we have 1 upon 7x minus 5 raised to 3. So here we have 1 upon 7x minus 5 raised to 3. So now if I just remove the fraction part, I can make the power negative, right? If I take it up. And here what can I write? 5x minus 4 raised to minus half. So it's again similar to the previous question. The only difference is the powers are negative. Now let's use the power rule and this property. So your a is 7. So 1 upon 7 will come, and what is the integration using power rule? Minus 3 plus 1, and here also minus 3 plus 1. Same way here you have what is your a according to the law. According to the law, a seems to be 5, right? Very good. So 1 upon 5. So 5x minus 4. And here we get minus half plus 1 upon minus half plus 1. And again plus c. Please do not forget to write c. We always have mark for it. Okay. So just remember that. So here what do we have? Minus 2, right? So minus 1 by 14, and here we get 7x minus 5 raised to minus 2. You can even make the power positive by transferring the term to the denominator. So here we get half. So here we get 2 by 5, 5x minus 4 raised to half. Right? So this is our final answer. Right? So we are using this property. No substitution till now we have done. I have not taught you substitution, but this is how do we make it using the property. Right? Now let's move on to the next. This also we will do using the property, students. Okay, no substitution needed. So let's make it the use of property. Let's write the property for your revision. If we have to integrate this, we can simply make it 1 upon a and the integral of the function. Correct? Now, so here we have 2 minus 3x raised to minus 1, and here we have 3x minus 2 raised to minus half. Now tell me, what is a here? A is always the coefficient of x. So what is the coefficient of x? Minus 3. Very good. So here we get minus 1 upon 3. Now what is the integral of x raised to minus 1 or 1 upon x? Log, right? So here we get log of 2 minus 3x. So here I write 1 upon x ka integral is log x, right? So that is what we are doing here. So x raised to minus 1 it means, right? So this is log x. Now here again we get what is a? 1 upon 3. So here what you get? 3x minus 2 and minus half plus 1 and minus half plus 1 and plus c. Now let's make it simplified more. So minus 1 by 3 log of 2 minus 3x minus half plus 1 is half. So we get here 2 by 3, and here we get under root 3x minus 2. So this is our final answer, right? So we are solving in a very simple way. There cannot be a simpler than this. Easiest and simplest, right? So this is what we have. Now let's move on to the next. Now x plus 3 upon x plus 1 whole raised to 4. Now this seems to be quite tricky, right? कि x plus 3 ऊपर है, फिर x plus 1 है. So, but it can be solved in a very simple way. And what is that way? We will simply separate the terms. Okay, now see how. So x plus 3 को हम क्या लिख सकते हैं? देखिए, we can write it like this. But why are we doing it? We are doing it so that we get a simpler terms on separating the denominator. So now we get x plus 1 here and x plus 1 raised to 4 here. And here we get 2 upon x plus 1 raised to 4. Just see, now it's simple for you. What I did, I simply split it 3 into two numbers 1 and 2. And if you want, you can do it the other way out. You can add and subtract 1. Okay, so if I just solve it here, right? Now x plus 1 here plus 3 minus 1 here. So again x plus 1 and plus 2 बन जाएगा, correct? So that's the same thing. So we are making the term of the numerator and denominator same in the first integral, and in the other we are simply making independent of x the numerator. Now if I just, this becomes this. So now we get x plus 1 raised to minus 3, and here we get 2 outside, and here we get x plus 1 raised to minus 4. Now here again, if we use the same property which I have told you in the previous questions in this lecture, so 1 upon a integral of the function plus c. Now what is a? A is 1. So nothing will come. Yes, nothing will come. Only the integral of the function. So what is the integration? Power rule. So we get here x plus 1 raised to minus 3 plus 1, and denominator also minus 3 plus 1 plus 2. Same thing here, a is 1. So we are not going to put any coefficient, only we are going to use power rule. So those who have not seen my previous lecture, please see the use of this rule. It will be very helpful for you all. I am writing it again, but to understand in an easy way, please see the previous video. So now if I simply rearrange the terms, I get minus 1 upon 2. And if I make the power positive, I get x plus 1 whole square. And same way if I do it for the next, so minus 3 we will get, so we can make it minus instead of plus, minus 2 by 3 x plus 1 raised to minus 3. I can make it positive also by writing 1 upon x plus 1 whole cube. So this is how do we take this property. So see, right now we have solved all the questions using this property. So it can easily be solved, right? We have not used any substitution, students, right? So there are different ways of solving the questions. It's up to you. You want to solve it in an easy way or with a lengthier way. Correct? Now let's move on to the next. Now what is this? Root in the denominator, yes. And it's simple. Why? Because it has to be rationalized first. If you rationalize it, you know what rationalization is, right? So rationalize it. That is, we have to multiply with the opposite sign that of the denominator term, right? This is known as rationalization, multiply and divide. So we rationalize it first. So in the numerator, we get x plus 1 root and minus root x. And in the denominator, what will you get? A plus b, a minus b. So you get x plus 1 minus x. So see, your x gets eliminated. Now it's a simple question of power rule and the property. But property के लिए बहुत simple है because a is 1. So if I use the power rule, x raised to n. What is the integral? X raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. And if I use that property, again I am writing it. Integral of f of ax plus b is 1 upon a and the integral of the function. Right? Now let's use both these. Now here we have x plus 1 raised to half. And in the other one, we have x raised to half. Now let's use. Now a is 1 in the first one. So no coefficient will come, only the power rule. So what will you get? X plus 1 raised to half plus 1 is 3 by 2, 3 by 2. Same thing is here. No A, no B. So half plus 1, half plus 1 plus C. So that's our final answer. So what will you get here? We will get simply 2 by 3, which will be there for both the terms. X plus 1 raised to 3 by 2 and minus root x. X raised to 3 by 2. Right, plus c. So this is how do we make the questions simple and easy to understand. This is the easiest way, students, that I am saying, and I mean it, right? So this is how you get the answers. Now let's move on to the next. Now I think everyone is clear what we have to do. Yes, we have to rationalize this. So what will you do on rationalization? You will multiply and divide with the opposite sign of the term in the denominator. So we have plus in between the terms. So we will multiply and divide it by negative sign. Okay. Now let's move it. 2x plus 3, 2x minus 3. Okay. Let's do this now. So what will you get? No change in the numerator because it is to be multiplied with 1. A plus b, a minus b. A square minus b square. So let's make it minus. Now if you have minus here, let's make one more term. Okay. Otherwise sign wrong हो सकता है, which I don't want for anyone. So now root 2x plus 3, root 2x minus 3. Now if you simplify the denominator, 2x will get cut. Now 3 minus minus 3, what is it? 3 plus 3, that is 6. So simply a question based on power rule plus the property that I have taught you. Okay. So now what is a in the integral? A is 2. Very good. So 1 upon 6 into 1 upon 2 will also come. Right? And 2x plus 3 raised to half. So what will you get? 2x plus 3 raised to 3 by 2 and 3 by 2. Same thing here. 1 upon 2 I have already taken common. So that because it was there in both the terms. So 2x minus 3 raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2 plus c. So if I write the final answer, 3 by 2 in the denominator is again common in both. So what will I get? 1 upon 6. 2 will cancel out. 6 3s are 18. And here we get 2x plus 3 raised to 3 by 2. And here we have 2x minus 3 raised to 3 by 2 plus c. So this is our final answer. So 1 upon 18 कैसे आया? If I write it in a very simple way, 1 upon 6 into 2 और यहाँ से 2 by 3 भी आएगा students. So this makes it 1 upon 18. Correct? So this is how do we solve it. Correct? So simplest and the easiest. Correct? Now let's make it to the next. Now this is the seventh question. Now here we have integral of 2x upon 2x plus 1 whole square. So now we will make the numerator same as the denominator. So what's that? What can we do? We will add and subtract 1, right? We have already done in previous question also in the same lecture. So this is what we have. So here we have 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1 whole square, and here we have whole square. Now this whole term will cancel out. Now 1 upon 2x plus 1 dx, and the other is 2x plus 1 raised to minus 2. So if I use the same property here, what is a? Can you tell me? Just compare. So we get here 1 upon a f of ax plus b plus c. So your a is what? Your a is 2, right? So 1 upon 2 will come. What is the integral of 1 upon x? Log x, correct. So it will be log of 2x plus 1, right? So now tell me, what will be the integral of 2x plus 1 minus 2? So again 1 by 2 will come because 1 by a has to become and integral of the function. So what will you get? 2x plus 1 minus 2 plus 1 minus 2 plus 1 plus c. Yes, your answer. So if I simplify it a little bit, I get 1 upon 2 log 2x plus 1 minus minus plus, right? Minus 1 will come from here. So minus is already there. So plus 1 by 2, 2x plus 1 raised to minus 1. So this is our answer in the simplified form. Just check everyone. Clear? Okay, let's move on to the next. Now again this can be solved with rationalization, correct? Right? In the same way we rationalize this as well. So on rationalization, what will you get? You will get root ax plus x plus root b plus x in the denominator as it is. But you will multiply and divide it with the opposite sign of the terms. So you get to multiply with the negative sign in between. So here we get this. Now let's make it simplified using rationalization property. So a plus b, a minus b is there in the denominator. So what will you get? A plus x minus b plus x. And in the numerator you have a plus x minus b plus x as it is. So very simple, x cut out. So 1 upon a minus b is a constant. So just keep it outside. Now what will be the integral of root of a plus x? Now check, what is a? That is the coefficient of x. What is the coefficient of x? That is 1. Clear? So you have to use this property. f of ax plus b dx का इंटीग्रल क्या होता है? 1 upon a f of ax plus b plus c. So now what will you get here? Simply the integral. Okay, I am writing. So a plus x raised to half plus 1. Simply the power rule. No constant will come along with this because the coefficient of x is 1. Same thing is here. The coefficient of x is 1. So here we get simply x plus b raised to 3 by 2 upon 3 by 2. Simply the power rule. Right? Now we get here 2 by 3 common. And here we get a plus x raised to 3 by 2 minus b plus x raised to 3 by 2 plus c. So this is our final answer. In none of the questions we have used substitution. We have simply used this property. इसको पूरे confidence के साथ अच्छे से clear करिए because this is to be used a lot in integration questions. Okay, now let's move on to the next. Now here we have exponential function. बहुत देर से हमने exponential function नहीं किया है, right? So now let's me put that integration of exponential function क्या होता है for revision. That is exponential function because the differentiation is also same, so integration is also same. Right, now how to do it? Some easy way? Okay, let's go on with the easy way. Okay, so now let's move on. Now a plus b whole square क्या होता है? Let's check with that. Exponential x plus 1. 2x a square plus b square plus 2ab, and this is exponential x, right? This is what the simple way is. Exponential x plus 1 whole square into exponential x. So we simply use the identity a plus b whole square, and as we use a plus b whole square, so what will you get? A square plus b square plus 2ab. Now we are going to multiply it. Okay, so what will you get? Exponential 2x plus x. So we get, I write it clearly, 3x. 1 exponential x, then 2 exponential x into exponential x. What will it become? Now if I use the property f of ax plus b का integral क्या होता है? That is 1 upon a integral of the function. I can do this with substitution also, students. I'll tell you after this, but this is one of the way without substitution. Right? So what will you get here? Exponential 3x as it is. But along with this, what will come? 1 upon a. What is 1 upon a? 1 upon 3. Because the coefficient of x is 3. Now what will you get here? Simply exponential x plus 2. Now here again what will come? 1 upon 2 along with the integral. So this is our final answer. Now if you use the concept of substitution here, this is the other way around. You will substitute exponential x plus 1 as t. Now if you differentiate this substitution with respect to x, so what will you get? Exponential x is one kind differentiation 0 dt by dx, because we are differentiating with respect to x. Now let's put these values. So what is the value of exponential x dx here? Dt. So we will change the entire function in t now. So exponential x plus 1 क्या है? T है, so it becomes t square. Exponential x dx क्या है? Dt. So this is our function now. What is the integration using power rule? T square का integration is t cube upon 3 plus c, and that becomes exponential 3x upon 3 plus c. Just check everyone. Is it clear or not? Exponential x plus 1 upon 3, right? Now it's clear? Correct? The substitution is exponential x plus 1. Is it clear to everyone? Here, this question I have taught you substitution because now we are going to apply substitution in most of the questions. धीरे धीरे करके हम उस पे आएंगे अभी. Correct? So this is how do we do it. Right? Now let's see the next. Now here exponential x plus 1 upon exponential x whole square. Now here we are going to use again a plus b whole square as we expanded in the previous question. So what will you get? Exponential 2x 1 upon exponential 2x plus 2ab. So ab will cancel out. So it's a very simple question. No substitution, nothing needed. Right? So what is the integral of exponential 2x? Use this property. See, this entire lecture we are taking basically on this. I have not used substitution anywhere because I want my students to be clear with the use of this property. Because इसमें सबसे ज़्यादा marks कटते हैं board exams में. Students forget to multiply by 1 upon a. So what will be the integral here? What is a? 2. So 1 upon a exponential 2x. Again, what will be a here? Minus 1 upon 2, because if you take exponential 2x in numerator, it becomes minus. Okay, so here we get minus 2. Now here it is 2. 2 ka integral 2x. So that's our final answer. Right? So one property makes a use of lot of things. Everywhere in integration, we make use of this. Right? So this is our exponential x integration. Clear? Now let's make to the next. Right? So this is what we have, the basic questions. Now let's move on to this. Now this is 1 upon root x plus 3 minus 1 upon x plus 2. Now I think it's everyone clear. We have to rationalize it. Right? So let's do the rationalization of this. So we will rationalize it with opposite sign, right? So let's make it opposite sign. So root x plus 3 minus is there in between the terms. We will rationalize it with plus sign. Correct? So root x plus 3 plus root x plus 2. So numerator no change, we keep it as it is. But in denominator we will use the identity a plus b, a minus b. So what will you get? A square minus b square. So what will you get here? This. Right? X will get cut. So 3 minus plus 2. So that is 3 minus 2 is 1. Right? So we get the function only like this. Now again no substitution needed. We will simply use our basic property f of ax plus b 1 upon a integral of the function. Now if you see in these two functions given to you, the a is 1. So no constant to be there. So only the power rule. What's the power rule? X raised to n dx is x raised to n plus 1 upon n plus 1 plus c. So x raised to 3 by 2 हो जाएगा, यहाँ भी 3 by 2 आ जाएगा. Here it will also be 3 by 2 because again here a is 1 only. So here 3 by 2 plus c. So 2 by 3 you can take common, and in bracket I get x plus 3 raised to 3 by 2 and x plus 2 raised to 3 by 2. So these were few questions that we have solved using the basic property of integration without any substitution. I repeat, this is very important for integration, and if you have understood it well, please like, share and subscribe. Okay, thank you everyone.